The presidency is often called the leader of the free world. Does President Trump want that title?
I don't think he does. I think that what really stuck out in this speech today was the president is not seeking to lead the world, he's campaigning against it. It was in many ways, the tone was very resentful and very bitter about the rest of the world. A lot of criticism, but not a lot of inspiration the way you would have expected, say, Ronald Reagan or Dwight D. Eisenhower or John F. Kennedy to have given a speech like this, and they all did give speeches like this. I thought that was the part of the speech that's not going to play well overseas. It may play well to the president's base at home, this resentfulness against the rest of the world. They're laughing at us, they're taking advantage of us, but it won't help the United States to be a leader in the world because we've made these institutions over the last 70 years that the president was trying to tear down today. The trade institutions, its attack on global trade, the immigration system that tries to keep the world stable by taking people in to all of our countries, most notably the United States and our immigrant society. And so I thought it was a mistake, frankly, for the president to be so defensive, so boastful. When they laughed at him, they laughed at him. We shouldn't want to see an American president laughed at when he said that his administration had accomplished more than any other, more than Washington, more than Lincoln, more than FDR during the Depression and Second World War. The president was stronger today when he went after China on trade, and I think he probably had a lot of support from people in the room who've been victimized by China, clearly signaling the trade war is going to continue, probably well past the midterm elections. I thought that was his strongest point.
Huh.
Yeah, Ambassador Burns, certainly organizations that the U.S. helped create, but also continues to majority fund, the UN included in that. I'm not so sure. I might push back on some of the points you just made. I mean, one of the lines that jumped out at me, in America, we believe in the majesty of freedom and dignity of the individual. That line I thought was very eloquent, but he also, while sort of going after quite a number of countries and organizations, did basically make the point that the U.S. is open for business, especially where things like energy exports are concerned.
Well, you know, I think you're right about energy. The United States has made huge leaps forward, and we should be proud of that. It's positive for our economy. What he's failing to do is lead on this issue of supporting democracy. You saw who he praised. He praised Saudi Arabia, a monarchy, an authoritarian government. He praised Poland, another authoritarian government. And who did he criticize? He criticized Merkel and Germany on their energy dependence on Russia. So this juxtaposition of praising the authoritarian figures and going after the democratic leaders, Ronald Reagan would not have done that. George W. Bush would not have done that. And I think that's where the United States has to lead in supporting democracy around the world.